The number one fan is here. Hello, everyone. How you guys doing? What's up? Having a good day? Pretty good? That's good. That's good. Thank you, Dalton, for being my number one fan. Welcome in, Tiz. Welcome in, Gilded. Wyron. Mr. Mob Guy. Thank you guys for being here. Hi, Ron. Welcome in. Good morning, evening. Evening. Good morning, evening. Yeah, you too. Hope you guys are all having a really good day. Hi, Dark Matter. Welcome in. I've got my tea here. It's a double today. You guys got your coffee or teas? We are going to be working on a second part of the shipwreck today. We had the lovely Tiz here build an octopus by the stage, and I'm building a ship that it's holding for part of the concert coming up. Let's go ahead and get into the stream. Thank you, Dalton, for the burp, you nasty. We could all just shame Dalton real quick and chat with some ooze or some excuse yous. By the way, Will, if you need a duper, you can log in real quick and build one on the rim of the bathtub. That would be amazing, yeah. I probably will end up needing one, so we will see. I don't think I have enough copper for this, but we'll get there. Let's go ahead and get into the streaming window. If it'll load, there we go. And we're going, guys. Here we go. Think everything is looking good on my end, so Withers love dupers, apparently. We should ask Kirgon where they all went. I swear I took a break from Sundown and then saw all the withers. Yeah. They were everywhere. I honestly should have logged off further, but I got tired. Don't look at where I signed off. It won't be there again. I'll tell you that much. It's dark over here. Yeah. It was like 10 blocks away. Okay. See, here's the octopus here that Tiz built. It's lovely. And I'm going to be building this here ship that it's holding. It's going to be the back half of the ship that I have down here. And we'll log out and log back in to get the texture pack to fix. But I want to go ahead and get the duping done before we even attempt that. Because why would I want to log in and out multiple times? Yeah, there were an insane amount of withers, guys. Honestly, any direction you fly right now, there's like 100 skulls just like waiting to blow up. So, that's fine. We're gonna try to put all this down, but obviously my inventory is always crazy full for some reason. We're gonna just hang them out right here for now. Try to organize them by color a little bit. More or less. We're not going for anything super perfect, just nearby. Ooh, welcome on, Tiz. Are there any more shulkers I need to be putting down? My goodness. Okay, so that's got all of our stuff. Literally our entire life savings is right here. It's not my like gear, it's just building blocks and stuff, but I might as well keep this. Put it in one of these brown boxes. Yeah, and I keep finding nether stars. What's crazy is they're trash on the server, just literal garbage. Yep, that's right, guys. There they go. What I do want to do is get my hotbar organized a little bit before we jump into this. Don't think I need that right now. Maybe this. And the rest of this can kind of hang out. And then we're going to look for copper. Have some bulbs. That's plenty of bulbs. That's too many bulbs, really. We might need more of the grates. Oh my gosh, why do I have so many bulbs? Who let me dupe that much? First of all. The cut copper. Yeah, we're gonna need more of that. Yeah, I blame Kirgon for everything, so... Dang it, Kirgon. Maybe that's why he's going on a rampage. He gets blamed for everything. Okay, so we've got the cut copper, we've got the regular copper, we've got grates. I think, honestly, we really don't even need to dupe the grates. We could just do the stone cutter or whatever. Same for that. We just need a ton of oxidized copper. So now I need an ender chest, though. And somewhere in here I have a duper set up. Right here, I think that's it. And now I gotta remember how to make it. I think 2 of these, 1 of these, like 6 or 7 of these. And I think that's it. Go ahead and put that up because this is very important. Oh, you're getting it set up? Thank you, Tiz. I'll go ahead and put my stuff away then, unless you need it. Boom. Okay, yeah, we're gonna just dupe a ton of this copper. And then we're gonna log out and log back in and get this texture pack fixed. Up. Down to you. Thank you. Oh, I need to bring a bundle, or do you have one? I got a bundle I can get. Oh, you... Okay. Ooh. That's not a regular bundle. I like that color. Boom. You kept throwing it out. So you dyed a random color, so you'd remember to keep it. Nice. Well, I like the color. Come on, duper. It's gonna be one of those days. Sometimes dupers are finicky, guys. But once they get going, they really go. Yeah, there we go. Thank you, Tiz. And thank you, duper. There we go. Come on, keep it going. Oh, this is probably so much. Do I just keep going? That's too much, that's too much. Okay, we'll call it good there for now. Oh, thank you for logging in just for that. My goodness. Okay, so this should be plenty for our copper needs here. I'm gonna go ahead and drop back down in here. Yeah, and it didn't fix the texture pack, so what we're gonna do real quick, glance and see if we need any other blocks first. Oh, dark prismarine. We might need to go ahead and check that real quick. Because if we don't have that, we're gonna need to dupe it as well. We have plenty for our needs. Yeah. Oh, yeah, we're good. Okay. So, what we're gonna do, real quick, guys, excuse me. We're gonna log off, and when I log back in, if the texture pack is fixed, we'll be able to see the stage. It takes literally just a second. You didn't know that I had the bits for a duper? Yeah, I have a duper kit, but, I mean, I appreciate it. Very much so. Anytime you want to log on, I'm happy to have you on. And let's see if it worked. What in tarnation? What in tarnation? Exactly. Okay, so let's get the skin switched over real quick to Mr. Orange. Come on. You can load. I believe in you, Minecraft. Oh gosh, it's one of those loading days too. Come on, little buddy. Ooh. Hello? Maybe we don't switch skins today. Okay. We'll try that again in a minute. Thank you for the redemption, though. I'll at least get you some Mr. Orange emotes here in chat. Boom, boom, boom. What in tarnation? Okay, so see, we can see the stage much better. So what we're gonna do now is try to mimic the build that we have over here. I'll try that skin change again for you in just a moment, Mr. Mob Guy. Thank you for that. So the brim of it is the regular copper. and then grates, and then we do the floor. So I've actually already messed up the dirt up here. And this dirt floor needs to go down one, which is fine, because we're going to be replacing it anyways, but all of this can be replaced. I went ahead and hopped on last night and measured this and tried to get it laid out so today it would go smoothly. Actually, one question I do have though is, do I do the corners? Do not. So this can go, and this can go. There we go. And this is for our Squishapalooza music festival, guys. We're gonna be doing 9 original songs on Friday, I think, the 26th. And we're gonna be playing all 9 of them here on stream for you guys to hear. Most of them for the first time. There's a few that I've already released, such as Will Song for Mayor. Hold up, let me make sure I'm doing this right. Let's go to the other side and just go from there. And it's okay if this build is a little wrong. The ship is being squeezed by a giant octopus, so... And it's, you know, under the ocean. The shipwreck, it's okay if it's a little messed up. That's the good thing about this build. I also changed my mic settings a little bit. Hopefully there's less clicking. I know the mouse is literally right next to the microphone, guys. I don't know how I can really get it to stop clicking. So, is this just gonna be outside the wall? Yes. Oh no. Well, it's fine. Oh well. Griefing! Yeah. I'll go put it out there later. I'll just put a piece of obsidian right over the ship. Now this is the part where we've already gotten it wrong, so what I want to go ahead and do is... I believe I did the cut copper here. Yeah, the whole floor is cut copper, and then we can go through and make it gross later. On an Anarchy server too. Tisk tisk. Exactly. So I'm just going to fill this area in. And then we'll make it ugly later. And by ugly, I mean gross. Full of grime, slime, grass, moss, that kind of thing. And then also from above, yeah, right here, I want to make sure this hole stays open. So our octopus can reach in. Ooh, claim a sulfur cube. I will get you on that, Combi. I promise you. That's for the world Gilded Bedrock. So we will get you that made, a chiseled resin block. I'll remember that. We have to log out and log back in. I'll do it real quick, actually. So let's switch on over to whenever is okay. I'll go ahead and do it. This is a new redemption, so I'm trying to figure out the flow of it. I'm afraid that I'll forget it by the end of stream. But we'll try it now. Either way, I'm gonna have to log out and log back in. It'll be okay. As long as this goes quickly. Chiseled resin block. Interesting choice there, Combi. And we're going to be working on this build soon too. So we have a slime day coming up. And that's basically I have 4 of those a year. Chiseled resin brick. Got ya. And we're going to be making this seating better. This is what we're going to be working on right here, is getting this tent filled up. Trying to make it look a little better in here. Oh, Combi, you're looking the wrong way, dude. Such a bouncy guy, too. Eh. Looks like you're going to be sitting on this side. We'll get you put in an actual seat in about a week or 2. So when we'll be working on this for 7-Eleven. We'll go ahead and get you named. And congratulations on getting the singular sulfur cube for this stream. Combi 1. I promise you'll be sitting somewhere more beautiful than just here on the dirt. I promise. I think he's cute. Even if he is just kind of hanging out by himself right now. Thank you for that, Combi. Let's go ahead and get back on over to Sundown. Hello. Apparently the resin block in the cubes is the bounciest one. That is nice to know. I tried putting slime in there, Tiz. I couldn't even get a slime block to go in. But maybe it just wasn't working for some reason. Okay, I'm also real quick going to try to get this skin to change. And if it does this loading screen for too long, maybe we just don't do skin changes today. I tried it today, but I could be doing something wrong. Okay. That's too long of a loading screen. So we'll just do emotes today instead of skin switches, which will be fine. Speaking of sulfur cubes, you're going to continue a sulfur house that you've been working on. Ooh, that does sound nice. Yeah, that sounds like a really fun project. I need to cut some copper. Our sulfur cube name tags, we're going to be trying to figure out when to do that. If I can remember to do it at the end of stream. Oh wait, I'm not naming these. Then I'll do it then. But I'm afraid that I'll just forget. So I wanted to go ahead and get the first one in today. And that world is where we collect all of our subscriber stuff. We collect like follower things there. So, perfect place for him. Okay, now let's go ahead and rip out all of this dirt. Blue Witch is on. Welcome on, welcome on. Kirgon's on. Let's see what Bluish is wanting to talk about. And we will try to get some grates in here too. It's been pretty chaotic on here lately, guys. It is an anarchy server, so that's to be expected, but dang. The amount of withers that have been flying around. Let's just use our hand here because the shovel is really overpowered with the conduit running. And then we'll run the grates through here. Skim that off and pop these in. Someone withered the area and now it's taking longer to get the first layers. Oh, you have much respect for the pond now. Hang on, I have missed a few. By the way, does anyone know if withers target sulfur cubes? If there is a block inside them? That'd be a good question, because it could be a distraction. You tried to flood spawn on another SMP, and it's so much work. You have respect for the pond now? Yes. Yeah, and stairs and slabs and stuff, you do have to waterlog, so it makes it kind of tedious. Someone withered the area, and now it's taking longer to get to the first layers. Ooh, yeah. A nice clean canvas is way easier to work with. Once you got all the like nooks and crannies, it's awful. You know what though? I'm a little bit worried that my stuff's gonna be found. And by that I mean it's gonna be lost and then found. So, oof, why did I make so much copper? Okay. We're gonna put a bunch of it in here for now. Hi, Presents, welcome on. Welcome in, welcome in. Oof, I wouldn't think so since nothing else can hurt them. If you're not mistaken. Yeah, I think a warden does though. So maybe a wither does. Already did that. What'd you already do, Kirgon? Found my stuff. How you doing, Presents? That's true, you did already do that once. Will, what are you doing? Making the ship. Okay, so what we're gonna do, we're gonna put up some of the stuff if we can. And maybe we can hold it on us. We have like 20 boxes though. We won't need that. Put the dirt away for now. And I think we're working mostly with copper anyways. So if we can just make sure to get to the blue boxes and the green box, I think we'll be fine. Do I have one more space? No. Let's put these torches in here. Okay. There we go, there we go. Yeah, thank you for finding my stuff and returning it, Kirgon. I was missing it, very much so. Hi. Look at Tiz's octopus. What would be fun for the concert? What's that, Kirgon? Yep, Kirgon's here to help. I think I'm gonna also replace this piece here. Although maybe I could just put obsidian back. It can be like a hole in the ship. My copper block. Whatever. We'll see what Kirgon's thoughts are here. And after you go past the grates, then that's when the exterior of the ship is also the cut copper. So I need to go ahead and get a bunch of that ready. Oh, I have a bunch. Okay. And then we should be good to go there. As long as we don't forget how many pieces to put down. I'm gonna switch this around a little bit. Have a couple of these dispensers set up to dispense colorful sulfur cubes. Treat them like beach balls and send them out into the audience. Ooh, that actually would be a really cool idea. I will consider that, because that is really fun. Slime stack. Thank you for that blue sky. Let's see. Here's a stack of slime right here. So what we'll do real quick is find a good place to put it. Or do we want a big old pile of slime, guys? Maybe a blob of it over here. Or like... Maybe oozing off the wall over here. Welcome in, Blue Sky. Hi, Eat Master. How you doing? What are in the sulfur cubes? That's a good question, Tiz. So maybe if we like... I have arrived. I've arrived. I've arrived. I've arrived. Thank you for the arrival, Eat Master. We were going to be switching skins for that, but it's not loading today. It's kind of going slow. So instead of that, I've been doing emotes for today. Welcome in. Normally we switch skins to match the voice and the character. And I might try it again later, but it's going really slow. So I don't know if it's a Minecraft issue or a me issue. You're gone left. Back, you're gone. I do really like that idea. Oh man, I got above the water. Am I gonna have to redo the texture pack? Yep. It's okay. Minecraft's got a bug right now where this texture pack unloads when you get out of the water. So unfortunately, I'm gonna have to relog. This is Bedrock. We're gonna relog real quick. Yeah, this texture pack unloads and it makes the water really... It goes back to the vanilla water, which is really hard to see through. So you just have to relog when you get in and out. It's not every time, but most times when you get out of the water, it does mess it up. See how much better I can see? So, but there's the slime stack. Thank you for that. And yeah, Yeet Master, this is Bedrock. Do I prefer Bedrock or Java, says Blue Sky? Well, I've been playing on Bedrock the longest, so it's really hard to say. Like, Bedrock has an unfair advantage, really. I'm way more used to it, but Java has a lot more, like, mods and stuff you can do. There's a lot of power over there. So, kind of hard to say, but if I had to choose only one, I would probably stick with Bedrock. But only because I have been playing it the longest. But some of my complaints with Java are going away. So one of my complaints is that you can't play with friends as easily on Java unless you buy a server. And they're working on getting that changed over, so once that happens, maybe I'll go to the Java side. Bedrock allows more people to play, more accessible. Yeah, same. Java's like PC only, pretty much. I don't think there's a way around that. And then Bedrock, you can have all kinds of people play. Yeah, the accessibility over here is really nice, and then also just being able to play together is really nice. But again, that's changing, so okay, let's do a little Z pattern here. And then another Z pattern here. Yeah, true. The first time I played Minecraft was Pocket Edition on my phone, and I built identical rainbow towers. That's really cool. Yeah, the fact that you can even play on your phone is crazy. That's what makes Bedrock pretty cool. But, I mean, there are a few issues. People really like to talk bad about Bedrock, but there's not really that much wrong with it. Yeah, a few things here and there, but like Java has its problems too. So I think Bedrock kind of gets a lot of the hate for no reason. I think this one can stay gone though, because there's a hole here anyways. And possibly even this one. A lot of the truly broken things have been fixed in Bedrock. That's true. Is that loads of netherite blocks? Yeah, so this is anarchy, so we're allowed to dupe. On here, there's tons of stuff you can do. We have an entire build made of netherite in several locations. We have a battle arena made out of ancient debris and netherite. We just use it as decoration around here too. And you probably missed it, but I literally threw away some nether stars a second ago. They're trash on this server at this point. We're decorating with nether stars. Yeah, we actually have dupers set up in several locations. Can't tell if I'm doing this exactly right. I mean, it's okay. Like I said earlier, this is a shipwreck, so if it's a little off, that's fine. I need to move my copper over, though. Bro, what? Yeah. Yeah, there's tons of stuff. It doesn't stop withers breaking it. That's true, but TNT can't blow it up, so that's the point of using it in the arena. How am I not drowning? We got a conduit somewhere. I think over here. Yeah, we have a ton of conduits around because this whole area is flooded because water also stops TNT. Just remove this piece, I think. Conduits are actually amazing. Yeah, they are great for building underwater. And honestly, with this texture pack on that lets you see, it's a little annoying that you have to relog every time you get in and out of the water, but I might start building underwater more often because this has been really nice. You basically get to fly. I mean, you're swimming, but it's almost creative mode. Especially with the duping, so... I mean, duping is also how people are spawning, like, dozens of withers at a time. So... It also stops random maces from bonking you on the head while you're trying to build. That's very true. I need to eat. And also, that's why my diet is steadily only enchanted golden apples. It's the only food I've eaten in a long time. Oh wait, that's the wrong kind. Oop. There we go. You're on a hardcore server and one dude finds it hilarious to mace me. But he doesn't win burst or anything, so it only does half a heart. Oh yeah. The people on this server are crazy with their mace. Not gonna lie. They definitely win charge. They use rockets and elytra to get some extra speed. Hard to keep up with. Fortunately, the server's only got like 6 days left, so it's a little sad, but it's been a really fun event. I've been really happy with it. You also died in the last, or in that server, and the owner went into the code and delete the username so it wasn't recognized, and you're able to play again. Nice. That was nice of them. Yeah, right there. Let's do 2 here. We'll try to just replace the dirt. Theoretically, I've already built the ship out of dirt, and it just needs to be replaced. But I swear some of it looks a little weird. Okay. In repayment, I left 1,000 chickens at his base. Wow. Oh, the same dude that maces you? Ooh. Must have been stressful even if it's supposed to be funny. Yeah. Raises your blood pressure every time. Same. Yeah, I'm not good at PvP, honestly. Although, I did fairly well in the tournament. I got this really cool t-shirt out of it, too. I did get to the finals. Yeah, I was very surprised to get to the finals, actually. think it was the week of training I did right there beforehand. Because some of that actually came in handy. Finals of what? You had to go for a second? Yeah, we had a PvP tournament on the server here. It was a week-long event, and we had 4 brackets. And I did make it to the finals. I was in the championship. Much to my surprise. That's very true. It was chaotic. It was actually very chaotic, if you could believe that, or you know, it is anarchy. Oh no, I knew that was gonna happen. Get out of here, dirt. So cool that I got to the finals. You absolutely suck at PvP. Honestly, though, I kind of thought I did too. I think I just got lucky. I did a lot of strategic flying away, so the fleeing helped a lot. It was really fun, though. And technically, the server is open to everyone, although we only have 6 days left, so if you wanted to join, you could, theoretically. No, like, I died to zombies while wearing full diamond. Ooh, yeah, been there. That's okay. I call myself a wimp on here all the time. So... Oh yeah, how did that exam go? I may have to mute for just a second, guys. I feel a sneeze coming on. I just don't know when it's gonna come out. Or if it will at all, but... If I get quiet for a second, I'm sorry. Oh, wrong spot. There we go. It was okay until your shoe ended halfway across the room. How did your shoe end up halfway across the room? That's some skill right there. Oh, ADHD fidgeting man. Oh, gotcha. Let's do the rest of the exterior before I start doing anything inside. Boom. Oh yeah, water is so nice. Can't believe I was ever against the water. Although I do think my reasoning for being against the water was the courthouse was I was using dried gas as part of the decorating. So, what am I making? This is half of a sunken ship being held up by this octopus. I'm gonna decorate it up a little more after I get it built and make it match more of this aesthetic here. So this is the Squishapalooza music stage, and we're gonna be hosting a concert here in 2 days. You have a question? Go for it. Just gotta squeeze back here. There we go. What's the hotkey to pick up the block you're looking at into the hotbar? So for me, I use PC and I just click the little mouse roller. But if you're on console, you can go into your settings and you can go find pick block and set a certain button to it. But for me, it's the mouse roller. So like if I'm over here and I just click the little scroller thingy, it goes straight to it. No problem. Yeah, if you're on console, go look into your settings, into your controller settings, I guess. And you can find keybinds. And some of them are duplicates. And just take one of the duplicates off and set it to pick block, is what it's called. I think Puggy actually taught me that. That was a long time ago. Pick block is the best building hack. If I'm remembering right, I think it was Puggy that taught me that like 4 or 5 years ago. Which is crazy to think about. Or find a button that doesn't have a use. That's true. Yeah, if you have a button that doesn't do anything, go ahead and do that one. But what I noticed on the Switch was that I had 2 buttons that did the exact same thing, and I had a preference for which one I used at like already. So I just switched the other one. But yeah, if you have extra buttons, just do that because that'd be way better. Okay. Thank you. You probably do that. Yeah. Thank you, Presents, for that reminder because I'm not used to having extra buttons. I know a lot of people have like crazy controllers too, where like you have like 20 extra buttons. Okay, so this is essentially the ship design. It's a little bit kind of blah because it's kind of broken. That's the idea. But now what we're gonna do is go make it look like this ship over here, where we've got splotches of other colors here, and we're gonna put all the dripstone, all the grass, the kelp and stuff, and decorate it up a little more. And I think my stuff might be safe. Sorry, Kirgan. I trust you, I promise, Kirgan. More or less that we're done with this, so I can put that away. But we are gonna still need the prismarine here. Oh, hang on. Let me catch up on chat. Always, or anyways, you popped in to say hi, but you're exhausted and still. Okay, you're gonna take a nap. Have fun building. Thank you, and have a nice nap. I really appreciate you being here. For me on Switch, I think I had one of the D-pad buttons free, so I just took it off of the another thing. Don't recall. I have it bound to my scroll button on my mouse, so when I press it, yeah, that's what it is for me too, Tiz. Thank you for being here, Blue Sky. On the Switch, I think I put it on my analog stick when you click it. Let's get out the green box. So we need the moss out of it. So also go ahead and get out our other two blue boxes, because I believe they have some green things inside. Yeah, more moss, some kelp, and that's all good for now. I need my yellow box too, though, because I need some honey out of it. Honeycomb. Aha. I gotta make sure I don't use it all, though, because we only have a little bit. And I don't want to get out of the water and dupe it because I'll have to relog, so I'll do that at the last second. Oof. Maybe it would be better to just get out, though. And I'll relog if it does it. And then I'll just go ahead and put a stack of it away instantly. Okay, fine. I've talked myself into it, guys. Okay. And now we won't run out of honeycomb. Did it do it? Yep. There goes the texture pack. It's okay. Relogging is fairly quick. We'll just put one of these away to keep safe. And a quick relog, guys. Boom. Just like that, we're already on our way back in. Come on, come on, come on. I'm also going to take this opportunity to hydrate a little bit. Get some of my tea. So if anyone needs to hydrate, please go ahead and do so. Okay, I'm back. Hi, Snow Beans. How you doing? We're currently working on a shipwreck, half of a shipwreck that this octopus is going to be holding. Just got home from work, but you're doing well. That's good. Happy to be back, I'm assuming. Before we do this part, actually, we need to go ahead and put the windows in. Why do I have bamboo? I do need copper bulbs, though. So I went ahead and laid out the design last night, and these holes here are meant for the copper bulbs. Always happy to get out of work? Yeah. I'd say so. We are hosting a concert here in 2 days. Here's the stage. I need a button to turn on those lamps, but we'll get to that in a minute. So the way I have this set up is bulb, blank, And then stairs. Okay. I need to be using my trident more. Okay, so here's the bulb, blank, and then this would be a stair. And then what we're gonna do is that, and then we'll also do these two. Not that way. Like that. Yep. And then that's gonna let us decide what kind of blocks we want where. Like that block needs to go, I think. And then we'll do the same on this side. I'm gonna need some more of the stairs though. It's I don't want to do a ton of them, so let's just do like 16. And we'll call that good. That's probably overkill, honestly, but it'll be fine. Boom. Switch these two out. Well, thank you for coming by after work, Snow Beans. I really appreciate that. Okay. And then we're going to do another window over here if it can fit. So it'd be in this area. Don't know if we're going to be able to do it with the curvature here. How did we work with the curve on the front of the ship? I don't think we did. I think it just fit. Yeah. So I believe what we'll do is ignore it. We just won't have a window back here. Sounds good to me. And then what we can do now is go ahead and get the moss out. And we'll start replacing some of this. Let's put the pickles down so I can have an inventory slot though, because I don't want to lose all this copper. A lot of it's already floating away. So we'll just throw some pickles around the edge here. And without getting out of the water, we'll try to grab this. Come on. The reason I don't want to get out of the water is this Tetra Pack that lets you see through the water breaks every time I get out. Kind of annoying, but it's better than regular water, I guess. And we'll end up putting some slabs and stuff under here like we did on the rest of the ship. And that's why I wanted to grab these blocks. So let's go ahead and pick a little spot for moss. Thinking we'll just kind of randomize it like we did before. So maybe like here. Put a little piece there. And this is kind of meant to look like algae or something building up on the ship here. Just a little blob of it. And then we'll do another blob over here. Something like this. Yeah. And then we can do the same for the sides. Not as much on the sides, I don't think, but like that. Maybe another piece here. Where'd that go? Found it. Okay, yeah. He's there, I guess. Okay, we need some on the inside here, but I want to place it strategically if possible. Maybe a little bit of moss back here behind the arm. And then let's do a little piece down here. Maybe here too. I mean, that's barely visible, so let's go ahead and do a little bit of action here too. And then maybe let's bring it up just a little bit right here. There we go. Eating some spicy ramen with poached egg for a slightly late lunch. That sounds really good. I had some beef and rice. I think what we could do is put a little bit of moss here as well. Even if it's just a little bit. Kind of bring in a little bit of this green tone down here. Ooh, that sounds good. You're making lunch right now. What are you having? Presents? What's everyone having for lunch / dinner? Or breakfast, I guess. I think I'm gonna add a little bit of like a pile of moss here to hide the obsidian. Maybe pile up a little bit here too. And then maybe even just a little bit right here. Hi, Sky. How you doing? Welcome in. We're working on a shipwreck here. Tiz built this awesome octopus. And we've been working on this stage together. This is the back half of this ship here. So I'm trying to decorate it up like I did on this one. And this is for the Squishapalooza music festival. And right now we're just kind of texturing this half of the boat here. Trying to anyways. Let's go ahead and put some kelp out, and then we'll go get some seagrass after that. Now my rules for kelp are kind of strict because I don't like when it gets really tall. I mean, I don't mind it out here being really tall, that works fine, but on a build, I prefer it to stay kind of short so it doesn't like look out of scale. So in areas like this where it can get stuck, that works best for me, like right there versus there. And then, okay, the kelp is looking good. Let's go see if we can get our seagrass. I think the moss is probably good for now too. I'm just gonna steal some seagrass from back here somewhere. I want to take all the tall ones. There we go. This is a relatively small ship section, so I don't want a ton of it, but definitely need, I don't know, maybe like 12 or so pieces. Here's 13. And then let's go ahead and steal a couple of sea pickles because I only had the 5. I can't steal all of these from one area because they're actually helping with the drown spawn. Oh yeah, but look at all these pickles. We can steal a couple of these. There we go. And actually, it kind of feels like the texture pack's not on, but I think it is. I think it's even worse. Maybe it isn't on right now, though. No, surely I can see further than that, right? This texture pack's very finicky, guys. Okay, so let's put a little seagrass here. Kind of just plop it around. Especially where we already have green to really enhance the green areas. How you doing, Sky? Yeah, I think so too, Tiz. More people would build underwater if the visibility was better. And I think, honestly, the texture pack is on because I can see the hotel from here. And it's still kind of crazy. So let's just throw this here. Maybe a little bit here. A little bit back here. And then we'll go get some more too in just a little bit. Because I want to scrape some of this copper. Like that. Get some of this like dirtier texture in here. Like that. That way it looks like this part has eroded. I know it's like opposite, but it looks dirtier like that to me. And then down here we even went as far as to go one more step if we had a large patch. So I think we should do that as well. Maybe do like some of this around the moss. Yeah, there we go. And then right here where the octopus is reaching in two, I think we need to... Oh, and that's how we get that, I guess. Let's do this. Go through and wax a whole bunch of this. Okay. Let's take a little step back here and see. Also, a lot of things like trapdoors disappear much faster underwater. That needs to be fixed. Yeah, they really need a second water update. Using stairs, we could also make cracks on the deck. Yeah. I think, did I do that down here at all? I did it in one spot. I think that was an idea that I was gonna do and I never really actually did it. I could even come through and texture this up a little bit too. Yeah, let's definitely do some stairs. I'll come through and do that in just a moment. I think that looks good in the texture though. We're definitely going to need more color. So one thing I really like about this area is I did the dirtier green color around the edges too. So like anywhere that we see moss, we should be thinking green. And then we'll come through with stairs and texture a little more. Yeah. And then let's think green here. And honeycomb. We did save a stack of it off to the side, so we can use this entire bit here. Oh, didn't mean to do that. It's a little distracting, I think. Like that, maybe? Yeah, and I think that really helps with the dirty look. Oh, so my laptop is dying for some reason. It won't load anything, so back on the phone, lol. Well, thank you for sticking around. I was just about to say that. Yeah, we definitely need to do that. I think that was an idea that was thrown out last time too, but it looks like I really only did it in one spot right here. Oh, I guess 2 spots. I think Tiz even brought it up last time. It's definitely a really good idea. And I was forgetting to do it this time. So let's bring this green down a bit. Maybe up this way just a smidge. Okay, I think that side's looking pretty good. This side could use a little bit of attention though. We're also gonna need to turn these lights on at some point. Even though that doesn't really make sense. It's gonna be okay. We're gonna get over it. That's what this button is for. Honestly, it would be kind of cool if we had these buttons on the inside so you could turn these on and off if you were in the ship. The lights are the final distress signals of the ship. Yeah, it's definitely in distress, all right. Oh yeah, we also, while we're making the stairs, we got to make slabs. And we'll put up a little bit of this. We're good on the dark prismarine completely, and we're good on the copper bulbs. So let's put all of that up. And what we'll do is grab some stairs and slabs of this. I don't think I even need the grates anymore. I think this exposed cut copper could also... Wait a minute. Did that oxidize? It was orange when I picked it up. Oh no, it is orange. Okay. I don't think I went all the way full orange. Gotcha, gotcha. It's fine, it's fine. Anyways, we could throw this in here, really, if we wanted to just maybe replace a couple. And then wax it. And then let's take this. There we go. Just so we don't have a piece sitting around. And now let's go down to our stonecutter and we'll get those slabs and stairs. Let's do like... That's about 20. And then about... 15 is gonna be too many. Let's try 7 to start off with. And we didn't use any of the chiseled copper in here because we're using that for the sea mines. Okay, this. And then we need to do the same on this side. This side doesn't need any of the wax. I think we do need some green over here, though. I know it's kind of not really seen too much. Still be nice, though. And guys, we have a server restart here in 5 minutes. We will be right back on. It only takes a moment for the server to actually do the restart. I was thinking about an anchor, Tiz. We've already had so many ideas that I didn't want to bring it up. I was thinking an anchor too. Yes, I think we should then. If you're gonna bring it up, let's do it. That'd be really cool. Maybe like a deep slate anchor, since it's like really dark. Well, it might blend in with this if I do deep slate though. Maybe stone. An andesite. And it could be like a light gray anchor. It could even be copper if we wanted, and we could keep it more of the orangey tones so it wouldn't blend in with the ship. We'll try out a few things because we still have an hour to play around with it, so. Okay, let's get into the cracks though. So how do we want to do this? I could see maybe like this piece coming out and it like leading into this. Maybe even the same here. And then it could exit right here. Hello. Okay, and then this is gonna need a little more texture here. Maybe we could do a crack right here where the octopus is reaching in. Not in the back though. Let's see. Do we want this one like that? Nah. I think let's go like that so it does this like horizontal rip. Maybe let's try turning one the opposite direction here. See if we like it kind of alternating. I do. Okay, and then let's bring one more crack in, maybe right here, so you can still see it. And if we need more, we can always go make more. Like that. Yeah, it's definitely degraded now. Okay. Let's go ahead and get a little bit of dripstone action in here. I think I just kind of placed it around. Yeah, on these brighter copper bits here. Perfect song for this. Oh yeah, we still have a few copper pieces here too. There we go. That's what I was looking for. Literally perfect song for this. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and let the server restart, and then we'll work on an anchor. We'll dirty up the ship a little more, and then I kind of want to add some sulfur into these hydrothermal vents, because Tiz was kind enough to get us some of the blocks. Okay, guys, let's just hang out for a second. I'm going to go ahead and take another hydrate moment. If anyone would like to hydrate, please go ahead and do so. And we'll give the server about 30 seconds to reset. Okay, and I think that should be pretty good. We'll try it. Why not? Thank you for the burp, Dalton, you nasty. Let's go ahead and get some ooh emotes in chat if you have them. If not, we have a redemption to say excuse you, or you could just, you know, you could just shame him. Yeah, that's gross. Okay, we've got... What do I like about this one so much more? Is it just the shape of it? We have a lot more green here, and then I added some slime, coral, mud, dirt. Okay, it's just that we don't have enough texture, I think. Yeah, and I think around this hole here too, what I'd like is it'll be green. Yeah. Thank you, Tiz, for the ooh emotes. Like that, maybe? Then we'll also put some dirt in here because this was on the sea floor. Let's do a little bit of dirt. And then we'll also do some mud, which means I need my bottle. Which, I think I put it in one of the blues. Aha. And then maybe we need a little more of this color though, somewhere. Let's just try it out. Right here, maybe. Why not? Gives it a little more variety, and I think I like it. And then maybe one little bit right here, possibly. I only have four more honeycombs, though. So let's just do that. Yeah, there we go. And then let's get some more dirt, but in the form of mud this time. So we'll go ahead and just figure out where we want it to look dirty. Maybe a little bit there. And honestly, maybe even a little more there. I don't know, that kind of hides a little interest here, though. Like that. Let's get some dirt up here. And I even replaced the floor with dirt in some places on the other ship, so let's do that. And little patches. We don't need a lot because this is a smaller build. Dupe, never mind. Yeah. I didn't know you could make mud. Yeah, all you need is a bottle of water and some dirt, and you can make mud. And then if you use dripstone, you can dry it out and make clay. There's a really nice correlation, but you can get from coarse dirt all the way to glazed terracotta. It's crazy. It's one of my favorite things. Yeah, so we're just gonna dirty up the area a little bit. I think that's pretty good. We don't have a lot. It's already looking a lot better. I like it messy like this. Yeah, I mean, it is a little tedious, presence, don't get me wrong, but I think you can even automate it. I don't quote me on it, but I'm fairly sure if you dispense, or yeah, if you dispense a bottle of water, it auto makes mud for you, and then you can piston push the mud onto dripstone, and you can make clay. Yeah, there are farms for it. Yeah. Okay, so this is looking pretty good. What else are we missing? We've got sea pickles that could be added, and we've got coral that needs to be added, and then the slime. And then barrels and stuff. And mangrove roots. Oh man, we still got a lot we can add. Okay. I think we're going to be good on the dirt for now, though. Let's add... Do I need to... Am I going to have to get mangrove root? I really don't want to get out of the water. Yep, I guess so. Boo. Yeah, I don't know what I'm looking in here for. Okay. Let's just set all of our stuff back down, though. At least we'll have more room to play around with in our inventory. What was that? Did you hear that? I heard skulk and a piston. I don't like that. I mean, I'm investigating for sure. I don't like that, though. Gasp. Okay. This is fine. Yeah, that's not good. I wonder what triggered the skulk, though. Was it just something outside the water? Because I tried placing more stuff. Huh. Honestly, I already lost where that was at. Yeah. Oh, yeah. No. There's a bubble column in it. It was a little lower, I thought. Where the heck? I'll have to check my footage. It's okay. I can at least mention how far into stream we are. We're 1 hour and 35 minutes. 1 hour and 36 minutes. So, will you send me a message with that, Tiz? If you don't care. There we go. Okay, so let's at least get back on task. We need some slime blocks. We need mangrove, what are they called? Roots? We only need a few. I guess we can dupe that. That was a very sus water column and I can't find it again. It was so easy to find the first time. I literally just went right here and it was like, is this it? You can dupe without leaving the water? True. Can't even poke my head above it though. You hear it? Hang on, I'll go back. Huh. Hi, Papa Willie. How you doing? I don't know. I'll find that later. For whatever reason, I'm struggling to find it. Okay, so what we're gonna try to do here... Okay, yeah. Don't touch that bubble column. Can I do this? Aha. Heck yeah. The future of duping. I really only need a few pieces, so... Thank you for the burp, you nasty. We can get some ooh emotes in chat, that'd be amazing. Okay, this is plenty. Yeah. Ew. Yeah, you nasty. What'd you have for lunch? That is gross. Okay, let's get, my wrist just popped like 5 times. I don't know if you guys heard that. We'll add just a little bit of this in here. Like that. And then we'll get a little bit up here as well. And then we have 8 more. I don't want to overdo it because this is such a small build. But maybe like that. I like that. I don't know about these on the outside, though. We'll see. Okay. I don't mind it draping a little bit. Maybe like that. Okay, let's get our sea pickles in here. We're also gonna need slime, so let's do that first, so that way we can put pickles on the slime. We'll have a little bit piled up here at the edge, although, yeah, it's gonna mess with the water from below. I don't like that. Yeah, forgot about that. Slime has to be placed on a solid block. And then it works out fine. Random fact of the day. Octopuses have a crazy reputation for being escape artists, as they're not only very good at figuring out puzzles, but they can fit through any hole that can fit their beak. I'm going to go ahead and also say, guys, if you haven't watched an octopus escape from a jar, please go do that. That's crazy. I mean, I don't condone necessarily putting an octopus in a jar, but if they are in one, it's kind of cool to watch them get out. Transparent blocks not looking good underwater. Yeah, they have a lot of water related bugs that they could fix for sure. See, I wanted to put some there, but it's not gonna look good. I could always put some like dirt and then do it. Let's put a blob of slime right over here. Then we'll throw some pickles around it. Get a couple over here. We've got one pickle left. Let's put it like right here up front and center. Something else we could have been doing is the glow lichen. Might look for some bone meal, steal a piece, and then bone meal it. We could get some of that texture through here, and it'd brighten it up a bit. What else do we need? We need coral blocks, so I'm gonna need to silk touch a few of those. We have chest and barrels that are left over. And I think that's it. That's the last of the texture. So let's try to grab a few of these that we like. No need for 2 of those there. Ooh. These are mine now. No one's gonna be back here, so let's just yoink. Ooh, yeah, I like these barnacle looking ones. Will's over here griefing again, guys. Okay, I got the barnacles. Okay, let's put a yellow up front. And I really like these barnacle shapes. What are they called? Tube coral. Makes sense, makes sense. So let's add some barnacle action. Okay, and then the fans can go on the side, so I want to utilize that if possible because it's kind of a unique thing that they can do. So if we could just like find a good spot on the side for it. And I'm decorating this side a little more than the other because no one's really going to be back here looking up at it, but a couple things here and there wouldn't be horrible. So we'll do like one right there. So you can kind of see it peeking through, possibly. Maybe we'll do it on the front. Like right there. Fans will for griefing. No! Okay, now this time let's do the fan on the ground. And This fire coral is looking really nice. So maybe right there. And just like that, we have a messy, 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 messy ship. Very messy. Did I mention that? Now we just need barrels and a chest. And I think we have everything. So let's go grab some wood. You love it? Me too. Let's just grab some of this, but then I also want some of that. And I don't think I have barrels made. Oh, there's chest. Yeah, okay. Oh, you know what would be, hang on. Oh, you know what fun lore we could have? It lost the battle with the airplane flying above. True. It sunk the ship. Like there was a kind of a war going on. I like that. And what we're going to do with this, guys, is hopefully not ruin the design here, but... Oh, actually, I need 2 pieces of dark oak. If I'm going to do the full thing. But I can't really fit it, because then you're going to be able to see it. Unless I add a block right there. Hang on, give me a second to look around for where I want to put this. We might not be able to do that up here. Let's just see about it. Yeah. Maybe we'll just do the one that doesn't have a bottom on it. So we'll do that. And see, the reason I was gonna put some dark oak there is because you can see this copper tone below. Also, I need trapdoors. Where's my dark oak trapdoors? Do I have dark oak trapdoors? No. Do I have dark oak? Okay, yeah. But it caused significant damage to the plane, so it's going down to... Yeah, that plane has seen better days. Looks like it's been, like, shot at, to be honest. That is an insane recipe. I don't like that. I don't like that at all. Ooh, some cannons on here would have been nice, too. There we go. Trapdoors are super expensive. What sense does that make? That was the same amount of wood used for a door, and you get 3 doors, but only 2 trapdoors. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. We could rename a few random items as gadgets, gizmos, who's hits, what's its, and thingamabobs. Yes. We have one of these in the other ship. And I really like it. I think it looks really fancy. I need barrels now. Little Mermaid reference. Gotcha. I thought I'd heard that, but it's been a while since I've watched that. Is a dingle hopper the fork? Am I remembering that right? get 2 barrels. I think a dingle hopper is a fort. Maybe we could just put a barrel. My little sister's best friend loved that movie. And so you know it too well. Very nice. Put one there maybe? And then like... let's do one below deck, I think. Maybe like right there. Oh, those are kind of in line though. Let's move this one. This is already blocking my moss anyways. Dingle hopper's a fort. Thought so. Okay, the ship is looking messy, and I love it. Honestly, though, what we could do is try to make it a little more jagged right here on the edge. Like that, maybe. So it looks like it's kind of been ripped and worn. And then call that good, maybe. You could also have random items floating halfway down, like a barrel. Ooh, like in the air. Let it look like it's sort of like a little half semi-buoyant. Especially because we're moving. Let's do that. Boom. Wait, no. There we go. Dang it, Kelp. You've really got to be right in the way, huh? Who put you here? I kind of like it being obscured, though, but at the same time, maybe that. Give it a sense of movement. You know what? I know it was kind of blocking it, but I kind of like it better in front of it. Sorry for yelling at you, Kelp. I didn't mean it. There we go. Okay, let's think about the anchor while that's on my mind. So, I'm not really sure how an anchor works. I mean, I get the principle of an anchor, but then, like, is it on, like, a little reel? Maybe we could do grindstones? I don't even know how to make a grindstone. Oh, okay, that's not too bad. We just need some stone slabs. I'm sure we have stone. Well, oh, we have stone slabs. Okay. Ooh, you know what? Some dried gas would be kind of cool loot. Although they're not going to be very dry in the chest even. Okay. I need sticks and then we'll be good there. So let's put this in here. Grab some of these. Grab some of these. And I guess 3 will be fine. Maybe 4, but I'm trying to think. I think 3 is all we need. And maybe what we can do is have the anchor hang down here in front of this without getting in the way of any of the dispensers. Oh, you know what? I bet we are kind of... Nope, we missed it by 1. It's like I planned this. Okay. So my thinking is if we do this number here... Although, then the chains aren't really going to be able to do the thing I'm wanting. Anchors come out of a hole from the side of the ship. Okay, okay. How far down? Like about halfway? Like, I feel like it can't be too low. Maybe let's do it like right here. Because I can't line it up with that. So if we just kind of poke a hole here. Maybe just the one on the side. Let me try to make a hole. See if I like that first. And then I'm just thinking maybe if we did like... Because I want the chains attached to the grindstone, if possible. Let's just play around with it. We'll get some slime blocks for temporary blocks. Unfortunately, chains can't bend the way I'm wanting. Like, I could do this and then put a chain on that, but... Put the grindstone on the side back and then use that? Yeah, okay. Let's see about that. Don't love that. I don't hate it either. But see then... Hello? Uh-oh. We got a bedrock moment happening. There we go. A chain! Get back here. There's so many limits with chains. Yeah, I wish they were a little more curvy. Like maybe if you attach them in, you could get like a curve design. It's okay though. Do we like that better? No, not really. Okay, first things first, let's at least just pick out the direction we want this, because I know for a fact I'd like this. And then I think the anchor should go a bit lower, just so it's like dramatic. And it can hang down here. Maybe one more. And then we'll try to make an anchor at the end of this. Okay, and then now let's figure out how we wanted to get through this area, because I could... Oh no, I can't fit through there. I could do that. And then... Like, that looks fine. But then, how do you get them to attach? Exchanging that slime block with a grindstone. That one. Let's see if that'll do it. Spoiler alert. You guys can hear the music. Okay, that's fine. I don't mind that. And then maybe we could do the same over here. That's getting an extended version. I'll have a verse in it. Dang it. You dang old chain. Okay, maybe I like this better. And we'll just call it good there. Welcome in. How you doing? In the inside chain with a copper block. Ooh, yeah. Okay. Dang, this stuff's already oxidizing. think I want to keep it orange though. Is this block visible from the outside if I break this? I think it is. Man, it's getting cramped in here. Okay, yeah, it's slightly visible. It's okay. I want to try a chiseled copper block. I might already have one. Thank you for the hydrate. If anyone in chat needs to hydrate alongside me, please go ahead and do so. I'm just going to glance through here real quick for a chiseled block. Aha. Okay. Give me just a second and we'll hydrate. Thank you for the hydrate. Oh, yeah, Tiz, if you want to log on, that'd be fine. I'd appreciate that. I have this one stack, and this was to dupe, so I didn't run out. I can utilize a little bit of it, though. Yep. Oh, I need to eat. Hello? I mean, feel free to hop on, though. Yeah, look at the plane from here. Can you see that? All the holes in it? You have to look at it at the right angle. Can't tell if I turned this off. Let's test it with one piece of honey first. And if this goes away, okay, we're good. Very holy, yes. Boom. Boom. And we're already over what we needed, so we're good there. Let's turn it off. We'll leave the honeycomb in there. Mostly because I don't have storage. And we'll put one more stack in here so I can dupe again later. Okay. So now we need to decide if we want a chiseled copper block up here. It's kind of visible right there. You're able to see it right there. Unless I were to add like an extra slab here. Which is not the end of the world. I mean, it doesn't match the front of the ship, but who's gonna know? Welcome on, Tiz. We could do that, and it has this little arch. Yeah, if you want to do that, that'd be amazing. Okay, so now what we're gonna do is, I want this to be orange. So let's do that. We'll grab that. I want this to be orange, so we'll wax it. This one's already oxidizing. And then we'll just kind of work our way down. Is that all of it? Nice. We only had the one chain left, so we could honestly just use it to get it out of my inventory. And then let it anchor hang right here. When do you stream? You're putting extra stuff in the barrel. Okay, okay. I gotcha. I stream several times a week, mostly on like Monday, Wednesday, Friday, if possible. And I start around about 2:30 my time, which is central. I try to keep my schedule updated on Twitch if you want to click on that. It's pretty accurate, but I will say that I do change it around occasionally, so you need to check in on that frequently to keep up with my streams. But yeah, mostly on Monday, Wednesday, Friday. But I have just started a Sunday stream where I do Sims. I'm hoping to keep up with that because it was really fun. Now let's try to make this anchor design here. What does an anchor even look like? I feel like I need stairs. I feel like they have a little arm on each side. Do I have... Well, I have these. And Tiz, if you want to trigger the skulk sensor piston thing, you can take your armor off and put it back on, like just one piece when you're down there and you can hear it. For me, you start at like 11 a.m. Nice. Yeah, that's usually when I stream. Sometimes I'll do later streams. And I'm switching servers soon. This server ends in about a week. And then I'm joining 2 new servers. Well, they're new to me. They're not new. So schedules could change, but that's what I'm going for right now. We don't have anything that'd be like an orange wall, though. I could do a fence, but that's it. It's really thin, though. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna try to figure out how to do an anchor shape. I should probably Google this, but we're gonna wing it. Okay. And then I feel like it comes down. And then there's like a little cap. And then it kind of curves up again. Like something like that, maybe. Let me just play around. We're winging this. Okay, that's not bad. Something like that. Is that an anchor? Kinda. I feel like this part's a little weird, but... I mean, obviously I'm gonna turn it orange. But something here needs to change. I feel like this is wrong. And maybe this could go upside down. Is that an anchor? Do you make poles? I haven't really gotten into that just yet, but I do want to in the future. I just haven't really figured out what kind of poles I'd like to do yet. Do you have a suggestion for what kind of poles that you'd be interested in? And I'll consider it. Okay, I need to Google. I gotta Google this real quick. What the heck does an anchor look like? Galvanized ones? Oh, you make galvanized poles, Combi? Okay, so looking at a picture, it's not too bad. I did all right. This arm, though, the arms are too big. They don't need to do this. They could just be plain, like that, and that looks more accurate. And then it's not too bad, actually. Is that what you do, Combi? I feel like I could get a hook on the side here somehow, though, and it might look a little better. But maybe that? Hang on. These don't match, so they can't attach. Where'd my block go? Oh well. Something like that. Get back here. Oh, I can't hold it. No wonder it's flying away from me. Okay, the dirt can go. I want my slabs. I see the other one floating too. Can I show you around? Yeah, give me just a second. Let me try to grab this slab real quick. Everything's kind of blown up right now, just so we know. It's an Anarchy server that's, we're on the last week of the server. So everything's kind of chaotic. I feel like if I do this, we'll look a lot better. Flame bluish, yeah. Yeah, I will show the City Hall and Courthouse. And I don't even have to get out of the water for that. I just want to do a couple more things right here real quick before I get distracted. Okay, that's an anchor. If I've ever seen an anchor. It's fine. Okay. So, this is the, what we call the bathtub. It's an area that we flooded to keep safe from TNT. This is the courthouse that I built. We had some events here. People have recently spawned withers in it, so it has a few holes over here. Water doesn't really protect from withers. It started as a prank. True. Okay, the bathtub started as a prank and then quickly turned into a way of life. But here's the courthouse build. Yeah, blame Kirgon. This is where we held court. We had 9 cases, except for one was void, so I guess we had 8 cases here. Here's the courtroom. It's got some damage. Again, we've been having a lot of explosions lately, so I just have to ignore that. Here's the ceiling I made, though. I really like the design here. This is where the judge sits, right here. We had a gavel and everything. The jury. We had the onlookers. The plaintiff and lawyers sat here. And the defendant sat here. Did the bells ever go off? I believe someone griefed those before they could. But they were right down there. And now we have this... Oh, there's more bells. Wow, okay, we got a lot of issues down here. And then if you come over this way, we have the underwater city. Right past this beautiful coral. I would go in there, but it would turn off the texture pack, unfortunately. So here's the underwater city. Yeah, did you do the bells, Combi? The underwater city is also being griefed by explosions right now, which is fine. If you follow this path here, though... I was suspecting it was Kirgon, to be honest. More underwater structures here. This is the city hall. We had an election, and I won the election and became mayor. So this is the city hall I constructed for the police force and the mayor's office to reside in. You did put a lot of Impaling 5 Trident drowned in the pond, though. Interesting. So the server's called Sundown, so the clock tower here is always set to sundown. And then the interior here. This is where we have some supplies for people who want to help fix the grief. And then over here we have the police force office. Here's where Chief of Police sits. And then upstairs here we have the break area with some donuts and cups for water or coffee. Here's where you get your water. Yeah, what about the axolotls? Here's my desk as mayor. Boom. We also have some hotels. Everything's griefed right now. Like, it's a really bad time for a tour. Like here, this is the underside of the practice arena, but everything up there is blown up. I guess I can get out of the water real quick. Yeah, see, this is where people were practicing for the tournament. It was a complete structure at one point, I promise. And then we also have the actual arena. Just over here. It's been covered in ice. So it's now kind of a skating rink, which I think the ice actually saved a lot of this from breaking. So thank you, Hino. Okay, well there's some sand that I'm not gonna touch. I don't trust that at all. Right. Yeah, but yeah, it's been turned into like a little boating rink. Ow. Ow. We got some phantoms. This is where we held elections, but again, everything's kind of been blown up. So this goes like all the way down to bedrock at this point. It's a really bad time for a tour. Even the airplane's been blown up. The hotel has seen better days. This used to be a monster on top of the hotel. We have, this is the other hotel with its water tower. It's been blown up. Is this Spawn? Spawn is like right over here. Here's a netherite and obsidian ship. But see if we go too far, then you start running into whip skulls. We have a temple made of obsidian. There's a dragon inside. Oof. We got some skulls blowing up. Here's the throne. Here's the dragon. Yeah, Spawn is much worse than this. We had an ice tower here. Actually, Combi, isn't this your ice tower? Oh man, I've just loaded in so many skulls. Let me make sure my wings are good. Okay. Can't fly around a lot. We don't have a lot of rockets on us. But yeah, there's a lava tower. Here's Spawn with all of its wreckage. Plenty. This used to be like a nice desert and a mountain. I mean a desert, a jungle. This used to be a jungle. And a mountain. But no, now it's this. Some of the jungle survived. And obviously there's a wither nearby somewhere because the sky keeps changing. But I'm not really sure where people have built because everyone kind of keeps their stuff secret. So I can't really show you much besides spawn and the hotel area where people have sort of come together to try to make a safe zone. We had some highways being built so you could easily traverse and find your way around. This used to be a rail system, but it's mostly blown up. And it's still being blown up right now. But if you follow this, yeah, safe, in quotes. Safe. If you'll notice, most of these skulls are coming from the safe zone. So. Oh, there go a bunch more. Love it. But yeah, this is pretty much it. We've got a hotel here. And this was the Panda Sanctuary. It's sad, yeah. It was getting to be really pretty around here. Like, there was a lot of stuff being built, but it's been burned, it's been blown up. This was a giant palm tree. And this was a Panda Sanctuary. The walls have been blown up. Yep. Looks like withers have been put over here. Oh gosh. There was a fire here a few days ago that I put out. I'm not even sure if we have any surviving pandas, to be honest. I don't see any pandas. Yep. So part of the court dates that we had the owner of the server found guilty, and he had to build a sanctuary for the pandas. Withers don't like pandas either. Yeah. So that's what was going on there, but that's not gonna happen. And look, we even had this is where I was gonna do the Mount Sunmore sign. There used to be a mountain behind this. So, yeah. That's my last rocket, so I gotta go land. But this is the Slime Time PvP arena, and here's the merch shop. 'Tis the merch shop has seen better days. Yes, yes, it has. It doesn't even have the banners on it anymore. It used to say merch. Oh my gosh, my sign is completely gone. I mean, your sign, but it used to say stuff about the election and vote for Wolfsheim here. Not mine as in I built it, but it was about me. And it was going to be switched out. So anyways, as you can see, most of the surviving area is underwater, which is why we've kind of leaned into that. It's really hard to grief stuff that's underwater. So I'm still really happy with the way the courthouse looks. It's actually held up fairly well. And that's why you didn't switch it to advertise the concert. Yeah. It's okay. We can do all of that advertising in Discord. Are you missing some blocks here? Did someone steal this? Okay, let me relog real quick to get the texture pack to turn back on so we can see better. I hope that was a good enough world tour because everything that everyone has cared about is gone. So you've had to replace the sniffers a couple times. Gotcha. So sorry the world tour was kind of quick and doesn't have a lot in it. I would show you like the hotel, but it's literally you can't even navigate the hotels. It's been blown up so much. Everything we love and care about is gone because of anarchy, yeah. Which is fine. You kind of have to move on quick. So this is what we're working on now, guys. It's the shipwreck. We've got the Squishapalooza stage. We've got some hydrothermal vents that are going to have seating around them. And then now we have a giant octopus holding the rest of the shipwreck. And we've even got some little fishies and starfish, some coral. Everything's looking really good over here. So now what we're going to do, now that the quick world tour is over, is we're going to put up some of this stuff because we don't need it anymore. If I can fit it. And then I kind of want to work on the sulfur hydrothermal vent things. We have this here that was provided by Tiz. I might have some of this in my yellow, actually. I do. Let's just use this and then put this back up to protect it. Gotcha. You saw a stream of mine? Yeah, thank you. I think I remember you being there. And then, yeah, right is. Then you also, I think you claimed some slime or something, maybe. Might still have it. Yeah, right here. Still got your pocket slime. Do I like sulfur? Yeah, I really like the sulfur cubes. I've got a sulfur cube character, but it's not letting us switch skins today, unfortunately. But yeah, I do really like the sulfur. The blocks I haven't got to use much yet, so that's what we're trying to do here. Is we built these before the sulfur came out, or like as it was coming out. So now I'm trying to come in here and add in some texture. Do you like the sulfur update? Yeah. So we're just gonna come through here, pop a few of these out. And then I've been putting the potent sulfur at the top. I might need to use some shears to grab this glow lichen. There we go. You gotta go, but you should be back later, I think. Okay, nice. Yeah, we're gonna be streaming for about 30 more minutes, guys. So if you can't make it back by then, that's okay, and we'll see you next time. So it'll be fine. We'll be streaming again on Friday if you don't get back in time. Well, I'm not going to get that. Yeah, we'll be on for about 30 more minutes, and then we're gonna sign off and relax a little bit. Get some stuff done around the house.
This outcome?
Yeah, thank you for that. Who could have possibly foreseen this outcome? Exactly. Let's get some purple emotes in chat. There we go. And again, we can't really do skin switches today, unfortunately. It was not loading for us, or we would be switched into our purple skin by now. But I appreciate the sound effect. And we'll do the emotes. There we go. Oh, I can't hold the guy. Okay. Give me back my sponge. There we go. And as long as we don't get out of the water, the texture pack stays intact. So what I'm gonna do here is just get some potent sulfur for the tips here. We tried to work with a rough gradient here of darker orangey yellow, and then go up to this like more sulfury color through the sponge and the bamboo. You think you're gonna be back on Friday? That'd be nice. That's when the concert's gonna happen, so be sure to be here for that if you want to hear 9 songs that I've made over the past year. Some of them are about this server. There's some other songs about other servers. Some of them are just random. And that's what this stage is for. Okay, now let's switch out some of the dripstone if we can. Do we have any room for it? No. Let's get rid of this one plank. And what we can do here is just break that. And then we'll add in the sulfur one. And then we can also just kind of pop a few in around the edges here and there. Give it a little more yellow. Thank you for being here, Rye. I appreciate that. There we go. Yeah, and kind of doing a mixture of the 2 spikes I think is looking really good. It gives it some different tones to work with. We just need to make sure we add enough yellow around the back too. It'd be really easy to only put it on the front where you can see. Now here on this little one, let's try to add in some stuff for it too. There we go. We don't need a lot for this one. It's really tiny. There we go. And then we'll just maybe add in 1 or 2 of the potent sulfurs here on top. Maybe 1 more right here. Oh no! There was glow lichen on that. Oopsie. Well, I have to go get more later. Okay, let's remove some of the bamboo, put in the sulfur. Just try to get something a little more interesting in this. I'm really glad that we did this before the sulfur came out. I think adding this into what we already have looks really good, and I might have limited myself, honestly, if we already had the sulfur. So I like that we're getting to texture what we already have with the new block. That makes more sense. Oh, not that one, not that one. I didn't realize the sulfur blocks were going to sound so squishy. I mean, I knew it had sulfur slime. I knew they would sound squishy. But the block itself is also pretty nice. And I actually do like Kirgon's idea of having the beach ball slimes. That'd be kind of fun. There we go. Maybe one more right there. No, I don't like that one. Go away, go away, go away. Maybe this, though. Let's add a little more in here. Get some spikes in here. Instead of the plain fireworks at the front. Oh, I don't know about instead. But in general, I like the idea. I think we could still do fireworks. I like that idea too. But maybe if we just had like, I don't know, a beach ball or something floating around here. I'm not really sure how it's going to work because they float, don't they? Or should we do it individually as you need to place a block inside of them? Yeah, that's what I was thinking, Tiz. Maybe just have a couple of sulfurs floating around. Maybe here at the vents or something. I'm not sure because I'm pretty sure they're going to float, but I do like the idea in general. I just don't know if it's doable. And I don't want to replace the fireworks because I'm sold on that idea. You get one and we can do science? Yes. Science, science. I think I'm just about done with the hydrothermal vents anyways. I think this one could use a little more of the actual sulfur in it though. Yeah, that's looking good. Maybe I could use a few more of the spikes, to be honest. Oh, I forgot about this little guy down here. Sorry, little dude. There we go. Honestly, don't need a lot for this one because it's so small. So we'll just kind of pop a few things around here. Like that. You'll get one and we can do science. Yeah, I already read that though. That'd be awesome. I've got some that you gave me. I don't think they drown. You know what we didn't do for this one though is add in the spikes. There we go. This kind of feels off by itself. So we'll leave that alone. Yeah, anyone enjoying stream, feel free to flush yourself and join the Discord. I'd love to have you in the sewers. Thank you, Stream Elements, for reminding me. Okay, I think I'm going to call it good on the hydrothermal vents if you think they look good, Tiz. They all have the new bubbles. This one could have a few more, but I guess it's fine. They look so good. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, I'll call it good there then. I did break a piece of glow lichen on one of them. And we got about 13 minutes left, so let's do the science, and then I also want to peek around, see if we can figure out. Did you get the situation taken care of? Okay, okay. I'll check them a little later. I don't have notifications turned on, so I can't hear it. Thank you, Tiz. Yep, yep. Thank you. Cute. I guess while we're getting ready to do science, I will be putting some stuff up because my inventory is trashed. So let's go ahead and clean that up. And we usually just kind of throw them in here randomly, sort of. At least it's color coordinated. Let's get the gray stuff up. Oh, now we have a grindstone. Block of emerald. Low dye. Why do I have this? What is this? Oh, that's my dye box. Gotcha. And what is this? Is this not mine? Looks like mine. It's messy. Is that yours, Tiz? Oh, sorry, I called it messy. It's fine. I didn't... Okay. Woo. Okay, so... Oh yeah, my water bottle needs to go in here. And then... everything can fit in my inventory. So we should be good there. Try to go in order. Get the colors kind of lined up a little bit. My yellow. Where'd it go? Why is stuff so hard to find in the water? Eh. Boom. Perfect. And we even have spare room. How did we manage that? Okay, let's get ready to do some science. I'm gonna need a block. Oh yeah, I have all this copper in here though. Let's just throw one down. See, the inventory is the biggest mess on Anarchy, even bigger than the mess at Spawn. True. I had to like try to get on top of mine. I was going through shulkers constantly. It was disgusting. Do we want to try different blocks in the cubes? We can do chiseled resin too. Yeah, I might have a piece. I don't have an orange box, so it's either in my red or my yellow. I don't think it's in my yellow though. Actually, I don't know if I've kept resin on me. Yeah, I don't even have resin. Maybe we could steal a piece from the hotel if you don't have any. Gonna put the duper away unless we still are gonna need it. Unless we just want to dupe some resin real quick. I don't have any, unless you do. Other than that, it can go. I can go steal a piece of resin from the hotel over here. Heck, we might even be able to grab some from right here. Nope. Okay. About this piece right here. I don't know what happened, guys. Must have been that wither explosion. I'm gonna toss you this. From below. Eh. I think it went in your inventory. Yeah, blame Kiergon for that resin block missing. Yeah. Dangle Kiergon blowing stuff up as usual. I'm not gonna lie though, I feel like this chain could be a different color than orange. I feel like the stage below this would have been better. This orange matches the octopus a lot. If I'm gonna be honest. Which is a little sad because I already waxed it all. But I think I'm gonna unwax it. And then come back and redo it later. I don't like how orange it is. Yeah, we could raise the anchor a little. If we're gonna be moving it, I might as well like go ahead and look into see if I have any copper that's already dupable. Yeah, I went a little low with it, but I was trying to get it out of the because I was doing orange, I didn't want it to blend with the octopus. But now that I'm switching the color, it can go up. We've got... okay, well... I don't have any of the right color. I do have oxidized, though, and we can go backwards from there. Yeah... What about, like, here? Is that going to be far enough? Maybe a little further? Do that. It's 1, 2, 3, 4 blocks. And then that. That. Now I need stairs. I can cut those. They aren't as bouncy underwater. You know, give me 1 second, I'll check it out. I think I only need 4 of these. Oh, there's a little dude right there. I'm gonna punch him. Get ready to catch. Yeah. Oh. Hey, though, maybe that works. They don't go up, though. I wonder if we could, like... Oh. Yeah, he's not going up. Huh. Yeah, he really doesn't want to go up. Okay, let's finish up this anchor. That's what it's called. And then we'll wax it at the right stage. And then we're gonna hop off of here in about 2 minutes, or a little bit longer if we're still doing a little science. All of this is wax though, so it's not gonna stack with my other stuff. No, I unwaxed it. Never mind. Oof, I forgot to look at what this looks like. I think it was this though. Yeah. Now the issue is the chain. We're gonna have to craft those with... I don't think you can do chains as oxidized unless they're already oxidized. So we're gonna just have to wait on those. And catch them at the right time. Unfortunately. That'll be okay. I can do this. Let's go ahead and get my honeycomb ready. And we'll go for this level of oxidation. So it's still going to be orange, but just not as bright. Yeah, and that makes it look kind of mossy, grassy. You could steal one from the diamond house. Ooh, like a blue chain, and dupe it. Gotcha. May do that. Yeah, I think I like this better than it being kind of green because I don't want it to blend with the boat too much, but also don't want it to blend with the octopus either, so. What I do want to do on here, though, while I'm thinking about it, is if we have any locations where seagrass could sit on it, I think that would make a really fun addition. Hello? I have room to hold those. So let's just grab like one more piece, because if we do any more than 3, it's going to look weird anyways. Plus, I'm not sure how many places we even have for this. Okay, there we go. Yeah, I think I like the grass up there. Honestly, also, I wouldn't mind this here, maybe being this. Let's check it out. I mean, maybe. Okay, let's go steal one of these chains. And just like that, we are already over time. Man, time flies when you're having fun. Play a little Minecraft and suddenly it's like the next day. I've been missing out on trapdoors. I forgot all about trapdoors. Is there anything that we could have been doing with that on the ship? Probably. That could have added a lot of details around the sides. And just in case I forget, I'm at least going to put a regular chain here so it can oxidize. Yeah, have I forgotten about copper trapdoors? It'll be fine? Okay, okay. You didn't expect that house to survive past a day? Well, it's done really good. Like, I think if we put some copper trapdoors around here, we could have been adding a lot of depth. How did I forget about those? Maybe we'll worry about that later. Either way, I need to dupe these chains. I can't tell if it's on or not. I think that's on. That's off. But just to test it, we'll throw something in. Okay. Yeah. Oh no, I stuck my head out. Why? We honestly don't even need a ton. Probably more than 7 though. Well, if I've already stuck my head out, I feel like I can still see though. We just need to do like one more time and then we'll be good. Okay, we're so good. Boom. Just like that, we got 21 chains. And then hello? Oops. Okay. Where'd my chain go? We'll come through here and double click all of these. Ooh, I really like this color chain. Wow. I like the little green and brown pixels. That ain't my favorite chain. Okay. That might have saved the pack. It's raining. Ooh, good point. Okay, we've got this chain, and if I can reach it without breaking other items. Why can I not hit this chain? It's every hitbox but the chain. Well, I guess that one's staying. There we go. Where's my grindstone? Get back here, buddy. You're not getting away that easily. Maybe you are. Okay, we'll switch that out. Give me my grindstone. Oh, now I can't click the grindstone, even though earlier I was trying to hit it. Fine, I'll get it out of my inventory myself. I don't need you, pick block. There we go. Okay, the chain and the anchor have been switched. They've been raised up a bit. Oh, the pack definitely didn't get saved. I don't know, it's just the angle, I guess. Oh well, we're done here anyways. If we can find a place to put all this stuff. Can any of this go in here? Oh, the orange can go. There we go. The orange I've been putting in the brown boxes. You have to refresh too. I don't think we can fit any of this. We're gonna have to throw some stuff away. I don't think I need grass. A single copper nugget can definitely go. And these are waxed. And these are waxed. Maybe we just unwax it all. What? Where the heck did that go? I just placed this through a slab. There we go. That should save us some room. Oh, forgot a chain. Okay, the nugget's gotta go. Bye, nugget. You think it was through a whole block? It's weird. Whatever. Okay. Honeycomb in here. And then this little cutie can stay on me, I guess. Can sulfurs be picked up with the block inside them? Maybe we could preload them if they can. It really weirded you out too. If we preloaded them, I could put them on stage and like kick them off. Otherwise, maybe what we could do is just set up a few for people to kick. But we can think about that a little later. I'm gonna go ahead and get ready to hop off of here for now. I am gonna sign off. Oh, I need to take a photo, so I need to go ahead and just refresh real quick. Thank you, Tiz. Yes. Refresh this so I can see. And then we'll figure out where we want to go. I want to be able to see the octopus, I think. Yeah, like that. Try that. Oh, that little bit of kelp in the back needs to fix. There we go. Okay, I like that. Maybe the octopus is like up front and center like this, though. That's not bad. Maybe from a hydrothermal vent. Maybe. No. Can't see enough. Yeah, I think maybe this angle would also be kind of nice. There we go. One of those will work. Hi, Tiz. You want in one? Or are you taking your own photos? Oh, you're taking your own? Gotcha. If you don't mind, you could send those to me. I'd love that. The kelp in the back keeps unrendering a little bit too. It's not so bad as long as it's like in the back. Let's get a real up close of the octopus. I want my anchor in it too if possible, so that. I think the texture pack, or maybe it's just kelp in general, but I don't think kelp is meant to be seen from this far away. Your pics are better as it's up close. Gotcha. I think we did really good, Tiz. Hello? Okay. We need to hide some stuff in the chest, too. We need some booty. Oh yeah, I left a ton of copper in the drum down here. I can't fit it, so it's just gonna have to stay here, but... Oh, no, it's okay. I don't necessarily think I have a use for anything in the drum, but that would be a good spot for if I need to do anything on stage and I need to grab it, we can put it in there. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and sign off, and then maybe tonight or tomorrow or something we could practice run everything. If you're okay with that. Just spend like, I don't know, just a couple of minutes going through everything that we need to do. Okay. Yes, and figure out where the bubbles go. I'm thinking above this ravine would be nice. They can be up pretty far. I don't necessarily think we need them behind bubble columns, so we need to just place them. If we do have one back kind of far, make it like centered where the bubbles aren't blocking the view. Yeah, and mark it out with moss. Yeah. Yeah, we can do that tonight if you're going to be awake. Or tomorrow. I'm free midday during my stream slot. Either one. We can talk about that in Discord. Let me... I'm going to throw the BRB screen up, or the ending soon screen up real quick, and then I'll go sign off. Farther back will allow a better view of the fireworks too. True. Okay, so we're going to be ending soon, guys. Let me fly away real quick so no one knows where I'm signing off. Oh, it quit raining right when I was ready to use this. Oh well. Thank you guys for being here during this stream. And if you guys will give me just a second, I'll go ahead and sign off officially and we can figure out who we're going to raid. I just like to be kind of safe when I sign off with members who like to blow stuff up. Okay. We're going to sign off here. Oh, Phantom Belt got me. Okay. Let's go ahead and say thank you to everybody. Who do we have today? We had Dalton as my #1 fan. Thank you. We had some burps from Dalton, Mr. Mob Guy with the What in Tarnation. Thank you guys for the sound alerts. Combi with the sulfur cube of this stream. Thank you. That's a new redemption, guys. We're going to be doing that soon. More frequently. I got to figure out how I want to do it. But yeah, you guys should be able to claim sulfur cubes in my streamer world or my subscriber world, where I keep track of all the things that we've achieved over stream. Thank you, Blue Sky, for the slime stack. Yeet Master for I have arrived. More burps, you nasties. The hydrates, thank you guys. And Rye with the who could have possibly foreseen this outcome? Thank you guys. Tiz, thank you for being here. And thank you to everyone else who stopped by. We had a few people in today. I really appreciate it. Our next stream will be on Friday. We're going to be doing our Squishapalooza concert. So hope you guys are gonna be there for that. We'll be doing 9 original songs. No AI was used for them. I've just been making them over the past year, and we'll be listening to most of them for the first time together. So fingers crossed that goes well. And then again, I'll mention the Sim streams. We started recently doing Sims on Sundays, so I'm gonna plan on doing another Sim stream this Sunday, late night for me. It's like 11:30 my time, Central, when I start that. But if you guys want to check my schedule, it stays up to date for the most part. And we'll be doing crowd control on the Sims, so you guys can kind of mess around with my Sims. So let's see who we're gonna raid. We've got a few people on that I like. We've got Eric is on. We rate him all the time though, so if we can, let's pick someone else who might possibly be from Sundown or Sundown adjacent. Jilliana's on. They're playing Palia. We've got my friend Sarah, who is not mine or is not Sundown adjacent, but I haven't rated them in a long time. We have Rails, who's playing Minecraft. Let's go over to Rails, I believe. Okay. And yes, guys, thank you, Tiz, for the raid messages. If you do not have my emotes, go ahead and grab raid message 1. If you do have my emotes, grab raid message number 2 there. And whenever we get over to Rails' stream, please send them all of your love. If you aren't subscribed, please go ahead and do so. They're really awesome. They're on Sundown all the time. And I don't believe they're on Sundown right now or anything. They do play other worlds, mostly Java. But they're really cool, and I think we should just go hang out over there for a little bit. And again, thank you guys for doing all of the redemptions today. I really appreciate it. And I guess that's everything. Check my schedule. We got a lot of stuff switching around soon. Sundown's ending in about 6 days, and then we're joining Phantom SMP and Console Craft. So we'll have a lot of new stuff coming. So very exciting. Again, I appreciate you guys for being here, and I'll catch you next time, okay? Have a good day, good night, whatever. And